Hi, I'm Rezab, and this is Social Media Minute. One of the most frequent questions we've been getting on the entire show for the last years we've been doing it is, how frequently should I post on my Facebook or other channels? So, and we've always said that there's no clear answer for this. Now, there are several trends. Generally, over the last 5 and more years, companies have been posting less and less on their pages. Largely because the advertisement on, social platforms doesn't take 6 hours or 12 hours. It takes 1, 2, 3 days to actually cover up, which means the average itself is between posting sort of 1.5 and 4 times a week, averaging at around 2.5 to 3 times a week. But we didn't find a correlation whether it's actually better to post once a week or to post 7 times a week. It's pretty linear if you look at the comparison of posting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week. Because usually at a certain brand size and establishment, if you really go and post 7 times a week, you typically know what you're doing and your story has some things to say. I personally would recommend brands to really focus on, posting really well 2 times a week these days. And if you have obviously live events and any other things, layer that over so you don't miss the opportunities, or if there's a real-time thing happening in the industry. There's no actual reason for posting sort of more than 7 times a week, but there have been brands doing that and that have succeeded doing that. And of course, it's very, very specific to your industry. If you're a company in the food industry, you will likely be posting 1 to 1.5 times a week. If you're a company in the banking industry, you might be posting even less, again, depending on your specific audience and your specific strategy at the time. And a lot of that content has obviously moved off of your page itself. It moved to making campaigns with influencers and other things which you can also measure these days. So the amount of content isn't necessarily going down. It's just moving across channels, partnership, influencers, and your page itself. Now, of course, with all ads being public, you can check who's running different content ads or the sort of smaller content, so they might be publishing those at the same time. But the biggest recommendation here is use data to understand how it works for your particular industry. Socialbakers is a company that this has been our bread and butter, to understand the benchmarks of every other industry and then optimize based on understanding, okay, in my food industry or auto industry or any other, who's doing what right now? You can look at every one of the pages. You can also look at the category itself. We've also developed amazing tools using machine learning and artificial intelligence to understand, when should I be posting on my page? We have a beautiful heat map that lets you understand, okay, days of the week, hours of the day, when should I be posting? So definitely when you're making those decisions, when you're already posting once or twice a week, try and understand when is the best time for me to post, because you might get an additional nudge, 10 to 20% of efficiency if you actually measure it properly. So use data when it comes to understanding how often should I be posting on my page on Facebook, or for that matter, any other platform. See you next Monday. Thanks for watching.